Hi, my name is Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
I'm 15 years old. What would you do if you woke up one day, opened your eyes, and realized that you can't see anything no more? I grew up with my parents in a house with a large garden and a swing. My father spent most of his time at work, so all day I was only with my mother. She did not leave me for a minute. All corners of the furniture in our house were covered with special foam rubber, and the floor was covered with soft, fluffy carpets. And there was no question of playing in the garden. I spent much time looking out of the window at the swing.
That would be a sad childhood, you know.
But Mom was categorical. My only way to get a breath of freedom was when Mom fell asleep. She slept very firmly. It seems to me that even a herd of elephants could not wake her. And in the future,
I sometimes sleep very deep.
Joke with her. Once, on my 4th birthday, when both Mom and Dad were at home preparing gifts for me, I noticed that the front door was opened. That was my chance. So I just ran out into the street and immediately ran to the swing. It turned out that they were higher than I could reach, but I managed to climb on them. My feet did not touch the ground, but I swayed more and more. I imagined myself to be a bird and spread my arms like wings. That was a mistake. I fell and it darkened in my eyes. I remember this day in such details because it was the last day I could see. When I woke up, it was very dark. Later, my mother said that I asked her to turn on the light. She burst into tears and said that the light was already on, and I did not see anything because I was blind after the blow. I didn't understand what that meant. Mom said that I have a rare disease of the lens of the eye, heltetitis. It has not been studied much, and therefore no medicine exists for it. This is a congenital disease, but
just wanted to play.
A strong blow. Mom said that the eyes during this illness are very weak, and even the slightest draft or a drop in temperature can cause severe inflammation, and I can lose my sight forever. I was a child, and it scared me very much. But fortunately, according to the parents, this process can be taken under control. They bought a special blindfold, which was very tight to the eyes, and in such a way maintained the same temperature. Mom did not stop calming me down. She came up with fairy tales about blind princesses, in whom the handsome prince fell in love, and everything was fine with them. I gradually got used to the new world. My parents made a room for me in our basement and equipped it with special sensors that responded to my voice. There was everything I needed, and even more. And also, Dad gave me a new dress every month. Although I did not see them, I felt the fabric, its texture, silk, velveteen, velvet, linen. That made me truly happy because I remained a girl who was pleased with attention and gifts. And also, I was pampered with the most delicious dishes, so over the years, I have become a real gourmet.
That's a nice life.
If only I knew that it would not lead to anything good. And although all my whims were immediately fulfilled, no matter how I asked to go out, they did not listen to me. I begged, at least for half an hour. Just stay in nature.
Because you almost lost your eyesight. Why would they want you to go out?
It was my dream. But my parents over and over again said categorically no.
I understand her parents because they are trying to take care of her. They are afraid of what can happen.
No chance. Moreover, the room was locked with 2 locks. I heard it by sound. I got older, but nothing changed. The same gourmet food, new dresses every month, studying in the format of audio lessons. I was sure that I was ready to go out because I wouldn't sit in this basement until the end of my life. I turned 14 and I felt that it was time to get out into the big world.
Wow, for 9 years. She didn't go out for 9 years.
When I once again started this conversation with my mother, she became angry and replied that it was too dangerous on the street for a blind young girl. I decided to act differently and began to prepare an escape plan. All I needed was a key, but Mom was too careful and never left it in the room when she was gone. Therefore, I persuaded my mother to stay with me. I said that for several days in a row I had bad dreams, and I want her to be near. Mom was touched by that, but I was ashamed to deceive her. But what would you do in my place? So
Yeah, I would also want to go out.
Firmly as usual. I got out of bed without problems, without waking her, and began to look for keys. I managed to find a bunch of keys with a massive keychain. There were several keys, and among them one stood out, one very small. I immediately understood what it was for. Mom was sleeping nearby.
She's smart.
I heard her breathing. My hands were trembling, but I managed to unlock the blindfold, and I immediately covered my mouth with my hands so as not to cry out. Although the room was dark enough, but I saw a glow from a small rectangular screen on the bedside table near the bed, and along the walls there was a soft light. I didn't have time to look through the rest. Even from such a weak amount of light, I felt a strong pressure in my eyes. I quickly snapped the blindfold. Since that day,
So it was
my life has
true?
been divided into before and after. The plan was born in my head very quickly. I only needed a few days. Within 3 days, I will remove the blindfold so that my eyes could slowly get used to the light. And then I'll take my whole bunch of keys from my mother and get out of the room onto the street. First of all, I would try to get to the hospital myself and find out what was wrong with me. Was that a miraculous healing, or had my parents deceived me for all of my life? If only I knew how everything would turn out in reality. In the first 3 days, everything really went according to the plan. Mom stayed with me at night, and I tried to get used to the weak light. There was no time left. I took the keychain, opened the door, and left the basement. I remembered well the
Why they keep
location
it in
of
the
everything
basement?
house, and the heightened sense of space helped me quickly find the front door. I went outside. For the first time in 10 years,
Keeping it in the basement is already
it was
sketchy.
still dark, and it was just the beginning of the dawn. But the first rays of the sun literally burned my eyes. It was an incredible pain. My eyes began to water heavily. But inside, I rejoiced. It was an amazing moment. I went out of the gate without obstacles. The car
She hasn't been
drove.
out for
I saw a
9
man,
years.
a
9
middle-aged
years.
man, bright red cap. This was the first real person after my parents that I saw in my life.
Wow.
I asked to be taken to the hospital. He took out a rectangular thing. There must be a phone that my mother told me about, and then dictated the address into it. I don't know how it happened, but I told him everything about childhood, a stupid swing, a blindfold, and my diagnosis, hepatitis. The man picked up the phone again. He said that he was connected to the internet, and with its help you can find out anything. He asked me to spell my diagnosis, and then he said that such a disease does not exist. A police car arrived very soon. A tall man in the uniform asked my name and asked where I live. I
How
started
you
to
create
cry.
a fake
I could not
disease?
return home right now.
That is so
Another man
sad.
arrived.
Which parents would do
Found
that?
out, a psychologist, because I was a minor. We went to the police station. I could not even imagine what was waiting for me. I dictated the names of my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Blake's. I named their dates of birth. A few minutes later, I heard a policeman tell his partner that these people had never had children. He said that they tried to adopt a child 15 years ago, but they were refused because they were being treated in a psychiatric hospital.
So
I
they
did not believe what I
stole her.
heard. Would you believe it? I tried to cope with the shock, and then
For
my
15
parents
years.
about this.
The
I
parents
faced
stole
those
you.
people whom I considered so. They admitted everything. It turned out that they took me from the yard, from some large family from a neighboring state. I couldn't wrap my head around it. Mom and
15
Dad cried
years.
and repeated that they loved me more
Aw.
than anything and would never hurt me. That they just wanted to protect me because my stroller stood for days in the yard and nobody cared. But the
Aw.
worst thing, as it turned out, was waiting for me ahead. A few days later, I was taken to my real parents. It would be better if that did not happen. My family was a couple of alcoholics who had 4 sons. And the worst thing was that they did not even remember that 15 years ago they had a daughter.
Wow.
But no one put me on the threshold. They just didn't care. They drank all day long, and the children screamed, fought, asked for food and money.
It's wrong that they
Those
took them, but I think it's good they
mother
took them.
nevertheless was cooking. The food was disgusting, but I had no choice. I
No.
was constantly hungry. There were no formal clothes. You won't believe it. But I already regretted that I don't have a blindfold because most of all, I would like to stop seeing this hell that was around.
From a good life with no eyesight to a bad life with eyesight.
Who raised me. They were strange, but they really loved me and were ready for anything for the sake of my happiness. And these people are strangers to me. After several weeks of such a life, I complained to social services and I was sent to a shelter. That's where I am now. Yes, I know now what the internet is, what life with eyes is, but I understand that this is a crazy idea, but I agree to become blind again just to feel the love of other people. And what would you be willing to sacrifice to be loved? Write in the comments.
What would I be willing to sacrifice to be loved? I don't know. I am loved, so I just realized I am loved, so I wouldn't sacrifice anything to be loved. But like I understand her, because she went from like being loved, like her dad used to buy her stuff all the time, like a new dress every time, good food and everything, just that she didn't have eyesight. And now she finds her real family, they're alcoholics. They even forgot they had a child, like they had a female child. Yeah, like if I was her, I would feel like going back to the blind life. Like feel like going back to her fake parents instead of being with these real parents who don't even care about her. Life. So that is all I have for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'm very sorry I haven't been posting. I've been in school, as you can see in my background. I've been in school and I'm writing my exams. I have 2 more papers and I'm done with university. I can't wait. I have 2 more papers, so I'll be done 1st July, and after 1st July, I promise you guys I'm going to be posting every single day. Like I've been so stressed out, so tired. I had to study, I had to come back to campus and everything. So like as you can see, my room in the background and all. So I'm really sorry guys. And then I'll be posting a lot. So to make up for all the days I missed, because like I was getting ready for school and writing my exams and everything, I missed like a week or something. To make up for all the days I missed, I'm going to try my best to post like at least 3 videos a day or something until like I catch up and everything. I'm really sorry. Forgive me guys, forgive me. You see, I couldn't even wear any makeup. I couldn't do my hair and everything. I haven't gone to the barber. I had to like fade my hair myself with a comb and a razor, and I haven't gone to the barbers because like school and everything. I'm stuck in the room. I haven't been out since like Monday. I haven't been out of the building since like Monday, and we had like an earth tremor and everything. I'm talking too much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and bye.